This week on the Austin Healey channel, we finish up the interior. So there's just a big piece of vinyl that gets glued to the inside of the door and kind of wrapped around the edges. For this, I did not use contact adhesive. I wanted something repositionable, so I just used some spray glue. This doesn't have like edges that really have to be glued down really tight, so it's okay just to have the spray glue all over the surface. Next, there's a piece that goes along here, and then the outer door card. So with that card in position, we need to find where the screw holes go. And to do that, I'm going to use the original screw holes. The problem is they're hidden on the other side, and you can't see them. So I've made a little tool. Looks like a tuning fork, but it's just a piece of metal that's bent around on itself. And then I drilled a hole through it, put a screw on one side. This screw will go into where the hole is, and then I'll be able to mark exactly where the hole on this side is supposed to go. Let's see it in action. So now we have the card in position. We found the hole using the screw on the other side. Now we just take an awl. We can mark exactly where this hole needs to go. Then we can go ahead and poke all the way through. Finally take our number 6 screw and little cup and put it in place. There, just like factory. Now I have to find the others. Before we put the door card on, we can put this cord in place. This cord reaches over here to the door lock, so you can just pull it open. I'm going to put this, try and get it so the seam's pointing down. Simple, very simple, but effective. I know it looks funny. This is the hood frame, the convertible top frame. I believe it's original. It's kind of rusty. It needs cleaning up really, really bad. But the reason I have it out now is over here on the car, I repaired the steel in this section. I lost some of the holes. There's still one down there, but the other two are missing. They're still here on this side. My point being, I need to put the hood frame in place, in position, so I know where it goes, so I can put the panels on those sides. That's the point of this exercise, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Because this bottom hole is there, I'm probably going to go ahead and drill it out. Then I'll have one bolt on that side, and I can line the other bolts up off of that. This car, when I got it, it had the later model windshield on it. So I don't know how they ever put the hood up. Maybe they never did. So that would make me surprised that it's still with the car. These door thresholds, I guess we'd call them. I don't know. They go over the sills. The original ones, not the prettiest I've ever seen, but you know, they were actually there, which is kind of surprising. We're going to be replacing those with these. No, they're not white. It's just a protective coating. I know I bitched a lot about when parts don't fit, so I have to say when they do. This fits really well. I had to make a minor adjustment down on this corner, but besides that, it's literally just popped into place, which is pretty fantastic. So, So besides this piece on the bottom, there's a piece that goes on the side as well. And there's a reason why we put the bottom piece in before the side piece. We want this bottom piece to go all the way over here, so when this gets trimmed down, if there's a little gap, when you look down, you see the bottom piece. Otherwise, you have a space in between where you can see through it. So the bottom one goes in first, then this goes on top of it. The side pieces are not as exact of a fit as the bottom piece is, but that's okay. They're modifiable. They're slightly bigger than needed. I trimmed down the bottom to lower this into the right position. They left extra here so you could curve it to match the aluminum cockpit trim. I've marked from the other side where the holes need to go. I've already drilled these out. I'm going to elongate them, and then I have to carve down into here, which I'm going to do with my favorite dentist tool. After all that, I have the screws to put in the sides, and then it'll be done. Here's another chance to use our new little tool. It's not just for upholstery. Where's the holes? There's one way over there. Nice. There is supposed to be one more thing I'm supposed to add in here, but for some reason I don't have it. Either I didn't order it, or I ordered it and it was out of stock and didn't show up. Anyway, there's a black piping that goes around here just like the season 1. So we don't have it, but it's easy enough to install later. So we can go ahead and tighten down these screws, put on the striker, and be done with it. There is one thing I did not mention depending on the alignment of your door, there might be a spacer piece that goes in here. There will be one on the other side, but this side doesn't need any, so just the striker will go in and get pulled down tight. I had this idea stuck in my head and I just had to try it. The piping that goes around the door, when I bought it before, it was just a piece of plastic inside that had vinyl wrapped around it. I think it was vinyl, but it looked a whole lot like duct tape. And I thought, well, I could get that plastic stuff from an electrician's fish. It's a tool electricians use to fish wires through conduit. It's a tube. It has a fitting on both ends, one to attach the wire, and one's kind of springy to kind of find its way through the tubes. I thought those together might work. So I got some duct tape. We're gonna try it. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna order it. But yeah, let's give it a go. I think I need about 1 meter of it for each side. So we're gonna start out with, I don't know, an arm's wingspan's worth. We're just gonna stick it on here, try and get it centered. So I think the tricky part's gonna be folding it over. Okay, that's working surprisingly well. It has a little bit of texture to it, like vinyl does. And it looks right. It's about the same diameter. I was thinking if I couldn't find this type of electrician's fish, I could get a trimmer string. I guess I did too much landscaping as a kid. I'm gonna trim it down and put it on and see how it looks. As you can see, the tape didn't match up perfectly, so I am gonna go in through and cut this so there's not a sticky edge sticking out. But I'm gonna switch scissors and use my old nasty ones because adhesive is gross. What do you think of that? Let me know down in the comments. I'm happy with that. We'll see how it lasts. I'm not sure how duct tape will handle UV rays, but I think it's better than it used to be. One of the last things to do to finish up the interior is to put this plate in. It's a identification plate that was on the BN1s. It goes up here, and there's actually screws that go all the way through. I already have it marked out, so we just need to screw it in place. I don't have it engraved yet, but we'll get it in position and we can always have that done later. I guess by the time this video is actually edited and uploaded, it's going to be New Year's. New Year's is a good time to stop and look back and see where you've been, so you can see where you're going. About this time last year, I believe I had the engine in the test stand and was getting it running for the first time. That's very cool. I've come a long way since then, and I wanted to stop and thank you for coming along the journey with me. It's been very motivational to have somebody watching over me and see what I'm doing. It gives me motivation when the shop's cold to actually get out here and get parts on the car. Even though we're very close to getting done, there's still a long list of things to do. I have to put on the hood or the top. I have to sort out the generator. I have to add a bunch of liquids like brake fluid and battery acid. And of course, I have to finish polishing the whole car and sanding out all the paint rounds. So there's still going to be plenty more to watch in the new year. And I hope you'll come along the ride with me. So I just wanted to say, I hope you have a very happy new year. If you want to come along on the ride as we complete this project, click the subscribe button. If you want YouTube to tell you every time there's a new video, click the alarm bell. Thanks for watching, and your support is very much appreciated.